Hello YouTube, this is my 13th video blog. I would just like to say that at 9 p.m. Central Time, I'll be calling in on the Thinking Atheist podcast show tomorrow, which is on Blog Talk Radio. It's a really great podcast. I suggest you all listen to it, atheists or not. It's interesting and it makes you think. I've enjoyed the previous podcast, and the Thinking Atheist, if you haven't heard of him yet, I suggest Googling him. He has a great website, and he makes really funny videos on YouTube. Not only do you learn from his videos, but you can also laugh. And it's even better if you appreciate satire. It says 8 p.m. Central on the link that I'm going to be giving to you, but for Eastern people, it's going to be 9 p.m. I'm really looking forward to it. Basically, what I'm probably going to be talking about is the religion speech I gave in my college English class. And that should be interesting. The rest of the show is definitely going to be funny as well. Definitely tune into that. And more atheist stuff. Like I said earlier. I don't know if I said this in the previous podcast. I can't remember. I'm reading The God Delusion by Richard Dawkins. It's a great book, and everything. It's really long, and I'm not too far in it, but because some of the things he says you have to read twice to understand. It's one of those books, but it's so far reading it has been enjoyable and educational, and it just makes me believe that me being an atheist is a good thing, just to say the least. I've become much more vocal about it recently, and for reasons because I strongly believe that atheism is. I don't want to just say right because that just seems like it's out there, but I feel like it's the right choice compared to being religious. And how I felt when I was religious was just I always had a feeling. I had this really weird feeling that all of this wasn't right, and it just and I couldn't really come to terms with it until I I just could sit down and think for a while. Just come to terms with it. This isn't a bad thing because I was confirmed Catholic. I used to go to church. I went to CCD, and I really believed in this stuff. And when you really believe it, it's hard to maybe unbelieve it. But I do have to say, once you start thinking, you probably will come to this conclusion as well. Anyways, enough with the atheist stuff. I'm doing this from home again. As you may have noticed, this has been a pattern in my last few podcasts. I promise, not podcast, video blogs. See, I still have that podcast on my mind. But this has been a pattern in the past few video blogs. I'm going to still record from school. I just hadn't gotten around to it. I don't know why, because I did have a lot of extra time this week. I was sick, so I spent most of my time in my dorm this week, and I really didn't have too many classes. It's weird how things work out like that. So, a few of my classes were canceled. I've got other projects. I'm doing a project on Somali pirates right now that me and my partner are going to have to present on Wednesday. And just learning more about this is interesting. I suggest at least Googling Somali pirates or looking it up. Many of you may recall that time in the news where this American ship was like captured. They captured the captain and everything, and snipers ended up taking out the pirates. But it's piracy is a very huge threat around in Somalia, and uh, anyways, look it up. I'm not gonna go rambling on about pirates, but I watched the movie It's a Mad World again. I suggest all of you watch it. It's an amazing movie, and it's just it's a classic comedy. It's very well written and it makes you laugh. I think it's rated G or PG or something, but it's really funny compared to like PG or G comedies that you see now. It's it's far superior. So give it a watch. I also watched The Boondock Saints for the first time, and that's another amazing movie. I'm gonna be looking for the second one soon. I talked to a lot of people, and they're like, "You waited so long to see the Boondock Saints?" Yeah. When you don't go out and buy the DVD, or you don't go out and like, you know, try to find this movie, then you're not gonna watch it. But whatever. So that's about it for now. And until next time, I know I always say I'm gonna do another video blog soon, so I'm not gonna make the podcast that promise anytime soon. I'm I'll try to do it tomorrow. I'll try. That's what I'm gonna say. I have some interesting things to say. Not all about atheism. I know I've been saying a lot of atheist stuff lately, but that's just because it's been what I've been reading and looking into a lot, and I have a big interest in. So, well, YouTube, I made another very long video. If you stuck it out for this time, thanks. Until next time.